However, those factory making steel is not enough to large scale. Then, Japan's first blast furnace, Ohashi blast furnace in 1857, Kamaishi City, they started the first blast furnace. And then the Japanese government established the first integrated steel manufacturers from pig iron in 1909. This is the first integrated the steel productions. Since then, Japanese steel industry developed many quality of steel, including steel strip galvanizing line and technology for automobiles. Japanese automobiles are very light, which provide a high efficiency, energy efficiencies. Why? Because of a very light steel, galvanizing steel making. Steel are very thin but strong enough and even galvanized, so that the Japanese automobile steel are not easily corrode. So those are the very important support for all Japanese steel industry to Japanese auto industries. Japanese steel production is high efficiency, energy efficiencies. Oil consumption per steel production, oil per steel. And when you compare the different countries' steel industries, in the center part, the Japanese steel industries, the most efficient way of steel making. But compared to Japan, the Australia, German, and France, and China, India, and US, and Canada, and England, all of other steel industry has a still room to improve their energy efficiency. So that is why Japanese steel industry are always blaming the new Japanese policy of carbon dioxide, cut of carbon dioxide emissions. Next, I try to change my topics into fiber industries. First, I want to introduce a very original fiber industry. That is the cannabis fibers, or hemp. Hemp originated in Central Asia, where it was cultivated as a fiber and a food crop. Hemp cultivation was transferred to Japan during Yayoi period. But later, Japan introduced silk fibers from China. Japan started sericulture and silk fabrics during BC 150. In Yayoi period, the technology was directly transferred from China. Silk wax originated from China BC 3000. Japanese cultivated rice, mulberry, and hemp. Silk fabrics were plain weave in poor quality compared to China's advanced product. China's advanced fabric technology was introduced between the 3rd and the 7th century AD. New technology of brocade and twilling was introduced by naturalized citizens from Korea and China. New weaving technology was propagated every corner of Japan after AD 700. Japan became a major silk exporter US and EU during the 19th century and first quarter of 20th century. It's interesting. Japan brought battleships by selling silks. Then silk industry highly developed in Japan. One example is Kyoto Nishijin Textile. In Kyoto City, Nishijin district, Nishijin is a center of production of Japanese clothes for 450 years. 450 years. Japanese engineers introduced a Jacquard weaving machine from France in 1872, initiating mass production of silkworks in Japan. Since then, Nishijin became a huge mass production of silk wearings. And here are one example, a lady wearing a full silk crosses, Japanese crosses, and in center, a typical wedding dressing, man and lady. And during the wedding ceremony, a bride changed crosses 2-3 times, starting from the white, pure white silk dressing. And later she changed into colorful dress. Next one is a kimono in daily life. Kimono in daily life. In daily life, Japanese ladies and Japanese gentlemen, they wear kimono like this. They wear silk kimono or cotton kimono. Nowadays, Japanese textile industry provide a mixture of the synthetic fibers and natural fibers. But anyway, those are typical Japanese wearing kimono. The designs, kimono designs are very important. And especially dyeing. Dyeing is very important. The use-and process of dyeing, including handwriting and printing. The Yuzen, Mr. Miyazaki Yuzen, he invented a very special way of dyeing those kimono in handwriting, and later it developed into printing style. And this fun, he drew his paintings, and his way of direct dyeing in silk crosses become very powerful techniques. Later, this technology highly developed in now a very fine dyeing, very fine handwriting can be possible, can become popular, and many Japanese beautiful designs are really employed in printing and in handwriting. Next, cotton fibers. Compared to hemps and silk wares, Japan started cultivation of cotton during 15th century, transfer from Korea. Cotton cloth replaced hemp cloth, and the cotton production became large in 17th century, along with division of labor of the industry that included culture cotton, gin cotton, and weaving. However, Japanese government removed tariff of cotton in 1896, followed by no cotton cultivation. Japanese cotton industry, cultivation industry completely collapsed. No fiber works of wool developed in Japan. This is very interesting. And right hand side, you can see Japanese old hand making cotton works.